Okay, so something cool happened the other day. I was standing out on a corner with my sign, as I quite frequently do, and some old lady and her grandson, stopped and offered to give me food. But what was really unusual about that was that instead of just, like, hey, here's a hamburger, she actually invited me to join her and her grandson, to eat. Now, me and her had a little bit of a conversation, and it was pretty cool. But I don't know. Mainly, well, afterwards, she invited me to church, and ordinarily I would be, like pressured into it and be like, well, she did give me some food, I should go, and yada yada yada. But I decided not to, and it's a good thing because I took the long way back to, the coffee house I ordinarily sit at, but I met a very pretty girl, and me and her had a long conversation. Her name was Vanessa, and she wanted to be a school teacher, and she was writing a speech, and I convinced her to read some of her speech to me. It was about how life experiences and how they affect you. And she had chosen this time she ate a ghost pepper, and so she was talking about how, eating the ghost pepper really messed with her, but in the end it left her more open to trying new things and, like less afraid of momentary hardships or something like that. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. The point is that, like I said, I had a really good time meeting with her, and if I had gone to church, I might have missed it. Not to say that there's anything wrong with church, but, like I was telling that old lady that invited me to lunch, it's like what I really feel I need in my life is company. Like more than anything, I wish I had, like people to talk to, especially women. And so, like I said, it's a good thing. I ran into Vanessa. Me and her talked for a while. And like I said, she was just a really pretty chick. She was dressed at all grungy, wearing like a green army jacket looking thing, funky vintage shoes with like clouds on half of them or something. They were like Converse canvas sneakers, but with like clouds on half of them and just really freaky looking. A little on the old side, but, like I said, they kind of went with the motif. And then, like plastic buttons advertising, I don't know, Beastie Boys or something like that. Just, all kinds of alternative rock bands. Like I said, she very much looked like like a grunge chick or something. And she was pretty hot. Now, she wasn't the only girl that I've had the pleasure of talking to. There's this other girl named Dominique. Now, basically, I was on my way to go to the open mic on my way back home, and, well, when I got there, I realized that, like I was going to be late. I decided not to go on, and it was kind of cool because when I went there, they were like, well, you know what, you can go on anyway, and, it's like, we'll put you on the schedule, you can, do a speech for a minute or something. And, well, I decided not to. I decided to kind of stick with my original plan. But, like I said, I saw Dominique again. I had seen her before, and, she's actually pretty cute. I guess that every time I see her, she's also like, what's her name? Brenna, in that she's like a pot smoker, and so every time I see her, she's like, here, I'll get you high. So it's like me and her smoked some weed, had a little conversation. I did feel like I kind of came off the rails a little bit and went a little crazy. I just do that sometimes in the stuff I talk about. Shit, I don't even remember what it went. But you know what? It's like she seemed a little different from the normal chicks. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes crazy stuff. Like, in this case, I felt like, okay, like sometimes a bird of paradise has to kind of fluff out its feathers and dance around in a weird little circle to show how macho it is or something. So I kind of like sung her a little bit of one of my theme songs, And, well, like I said, it was just cool. So, you know, Dominique and Vanessa are like two chicks that I've, like talked to or something. I don't know. I guess, uh, maybe a participation trophy. Anyway, that's the kind of thing I really need to do more of if I want to, feel all right, I guess. It's like that was a good one. I enjoyed it. And, well, I don't know. I guess, more of that. And, over and out.